I'd like to tell you a story about a client that I've been working with recently, and this particular client was spending around 10 hours a week checking their team's work on a daily basis, checking their tasks, checking their projects, what was being done, what wasn't being done. And what we realized is that when we got to the core of the issue, when we dug a little deeper and asked the right questions, what was happening is it wasn't a trust issue. It wasn't that you didn't trust her team. It wasn't that the team didn't feel empowered or clear on what to do or how to do it or when to do it by. It was a system issue. So it wasn't really about the person, it was about the process. And so what did we do? Well, we built some simple accountability processes using project management tools that kind of aligned ownership of tasks so people were even more clear of what to do and how to do it and when to do it by. When we got that level of clarity and that level of traction in the business, she got her time back. She felt that she didn't have to check and ask each and every team member, what did you get done? What are you working on today? How can I help, etc. Because it was all there. It was all visible. It was all transparent. Everybody was aligned, and we can move forward in that way. So when they got that time back, what did they do? Well, you could go, take a nap, or you could go on vacation, which is great, but also at the same time, they were able to reinvest that time back into the business, right? They weren't having to micromanage or in some cases babysit the team because these structures were put in place, these accountability measures were put in place in order to provide the clarity and the traction and the momentum so that they felt confident that things were moving forward, things were being done on time, and the team was aligned and even more empowered to do better and more efficient work. I often say that it's about fixing the process, not necessarily about fixing the person, right? And if we identify where there's a gap in the process, what's working, what's not working, fix the process. You don't necessarily have to fix the person, and then the person is more aligned and more efficient and more effective because they have a solid process that works and works well, right? It's a repeatable process. If you find yourself micromanaging, having to check in on team members all the time, the problem isn't probably your team, it might be your systems. And I don't mean a tactical system, like a technical system, it might be your process. It's the way you do things. It's the how that you're focused on as well as the what. So let's focus on the how you're doing things and let's build a better process so that it frees up your time, all right? Correct the process, don't necessarily correct the person. Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks. Together, we'll roll up our sleeves, tackle the real challenges, and take your business to the next level. And I can't wait to be a part of your journey on the COO Solution Podcast.